welcome to another episode of What's in the Pipe. I'm your host, Marissa Davis, and here with me today I have three G2 experts, all of which have experience in working with different operators in their efforts to approach TVC requirements. Here with us today we have Mark Trybig, who is our Vice President of Engineering, Anne Ufulue, who is an engineer and a program director here at G2, and Jorge Martinez, who is a project manager. So thank you guys all for being here today.
Thank you, Marissa.
Thank you, Marissa.
Thank you.
So let me just start off by asking you all to describe the main objectives of your individual customers when it comes to addressing their TVC efforts. Anne, you want to go ahead?
Absolutely. So my client is one of the largest natural gas distributor in the United States. They provide gas to millions of customers across several states. They have several objectives for carrying out a TVC project. And the major one is the regulatory requirement that has been set in place by PHMSA. So if we all remember in 2019, right around October, PHMSA released the first phase of the gas gathering rule. Operators are now required to gather all of their pipeline documentation and verify the physical attributes of those pipelines. Also, they have been told to save all of those documentation for the life of the pipeline. The second reason is centralization of records. So this client found out that they have so many records in different locations. Some of them were on people's laptops and some were in their satellite campuses, and there was a need to gather all of that record and centralize it in order to improve accessibility to people within the organization. Then another reason why they are carrying out this TVC program is also to support with establishing their MAOP, or in some cases validating the MAOP.
Okay, Jorge, same question.
So my client, a multinational electricity and gas utility company, had the need to search for archive records such as as-built, alignment sheets, specifications, design and construction records, and other related records relevant to their transmission station system, which in this first phase involves 450 different assets. Now, in order to assure that those records remain traceable, verifiable, and complete, the documents needed to be converted to electronic media and stored in a document management system. The digitized records required to include a verification of the design criteria and MAOP.
So let's talk about the three main elements to G2's approach to supporting TVC efforts. One of them being record governance and matrix approach, another being the software tools and the workflows that we've created. And then the last one, the consulting and outsourced engineering services that we provide. So Mark, you want to talk about the first element?
Yeah, I mean, the first element is from a records governance perspective, is both Anne and Jorge have alluded to. We tend to like to go out and get electronic versions of all the records. So we don't want to work off of any original documents from the client. So we will physically alter the records by highlighting the various attributes that we need to do in order to determine the TVC aspects of it. G2 approach is always individual attributes. So within the way you would calculate MAOP, there's outside diameter, there's wall thickness, there's seam type, and there's the SMICE, to the grade of the pipe. We TVC all four of those individually, and using a 2-record matrix approach, it's a whole lot more definable and a lot more understandable both by our clients and by our employees that do the work. And ultimately, it's we found it to be a superior way to determine record verification.
Okay, Jorge, you want to talk about the tools and the workflows you created for your particular projects?
So for this project, we developed and implemented 3 different tools, being the first one, the index scripting tool, which is a basic software application used to both minimize the effort of storing, consolidation, and referencing of those records, as well to provide the most accurate way to demonstrate traceability of TVC purposes. This script generates a batch process that assigns a unique identification string. Then it exports all this into a database system, which is also previously defined with the customer. In this case, for this project, this tool in particular has processed more than 200 gigabytes of records, assigning metadata for 100,000 records from multiple regions and allocating them to 200 different types of classifications, as I said, previously defined with our customer.
Okay, and Anne, tell us about your experience with the engineering consulting services offered to your clients.
So for me, in the past 10 years, having supported several TVC projects, so we've had cases where a client walks up to us and all they want us to do is to assist them with running the program, because they already have a workflow process in place. So all they want from us is manpower, assist us in evaluating our pipeline and get it all the way to the finish line. And we've also had clients that come in and say, we don't know where to start. And due to, in my experience, we've sat with the clients like that and help them develop the entire program. So helping them develop that mindset and that workflow and making the project a sustainable system all year round is it's one of the things that as a consultant, we have helped them with. And as well, helping them leverage technology going on now to mitigate some of the issues that are going on today. So in general, like Mark said, the record governance, the data governance should be something that operators need to begin to take seriously and begin to develop the program towards a sustainable record management and data gathering process.
All right, thank you. Do you guys have any final comments, anything you'd like to add? Maybe talk about the importance of the TVC efforts for our industry?
Yeah, to follow up a little bit with what Ann said, within the PHMSA rules, there's a new section 607 that doesn't give you an option out of it. You will have all your records, you will TVC every foot of pipe. You can't get away from that. How do you approach that is the way that we, as consultants try to deal with it. But there's a significant amount of ways, but the deliverables that we like to put out make it a very easy, very searchable record, foot by foot, very defined, very linear. So it's compatible with your GIS system. It's compatible with your operators. It's compatible with everybody within the operations that we support. At the end of the day, what matters is that you can say, I am operating my pipeline safely. Let's do the right thing, follow the rules, and know what's in the ground.
Okay, well, let's wrap it up right there. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you all for joining us.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Marissa.
Thank you.
And remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and join our LinkedIn group to continue the conversation. See you next time. Until then, keep it flowing. It's under control.